Hi kids, hope you all are doing well and as usual completing your work in time. So let us begin with today's session. In the previous video we had seen the combination in parallel, where we saw that when the resistors are connected in parallel, the potential difference across the 2 points of circuit remains the same. The current changes, that is the total current will be nothing but the sum of currents through each branch of the circuit, and the reciprocal of equivalent resistance Rp of the circuit is the sum of reciprocal of the individual resistances. Okay, and I told you all to learn the derivation also, and hopefully you must have learned it. Just have a quick look of the derivation what we saw in the last video. Okay, now today we are going to start with heating effect of electric current. You have experienced this in your day-to-day life also, right? If the mobile phone is kept for charging, or if you have used or if you have watched TV for the entire day, right, or maybe for more than 3 or 4 hours or 2 hours or so on, you must have seen or you must have felt that the particular electrical appliance has heated up, right? Now why is this happening? Regarding that we are going to learn. Okay, what is this? That is, the heating effect of electric current is widely used in our day-to-day life. As I said, the electric iron, kettle, toaster, heater, etc. are used as alternatives to the conventional methods of cooking and laundry. The same is used in electric bulbs, which is the alternative of conventional lamps. These devices have revolutionized the world over the years. In this section, we will discuss the concept of heating effect of electric current and its applications. About its applications, we will do it in the next session. Okay, today we are going to see what is heating effect of electric current and a small derivation related to that. Okay. When the electric current is passed through a conductor, it generates heat due to the hindrance, that is the resistance caused by the conductor to the flowing current. The work done in overcoming this hindrance to the current generates heat in that conductor. Now let's take an example that something is kept on your way. If suppose you are going on the highway and a big rock is there in the center of the highway road, what will happen? So many people will be working to shift that rock aside the road so that the traffic will be released. So here the people are working to release the traffic. Now how come the traffic will be released? When that rock will be shifted from the middle of the road. So here also, when the current is passing through the conductor, the resistance which is caused in the conductor, that has to be overcome, and whatever work is done to overcome that resistance, the electric energy is getting converted into heat energy, and because of that the particular gadget is getting heated up. Hope you are able to understand a little bit. Let us move further. When the electric current is passed through a conductor, the conductor becomes hot after some time and produces heat. This happens due to the conversion of some electric energy passing through the conductor into heat energy. This effect of electric current is called heating effect of current. This is the definition of heating effect of current. Please learn it. And we know why this electric energy is getting converted into heat energy. It gets converted into heat energy because it has to overcome the hindrance, the resistance which is caused by the conductor. Okay. Now this is the cause of heating effect of electric current. It can be asked for 1 or 2 marks. Electric current generates heat to overcome the resistance offered by the conductor through which it passes. higher the resistance, the electric current will generate higher amount of heat. It is obvious, right? More the resistance, more work has to be done, right? And if more work has to be done, obviously the heat energy will be produced will be in a greater amount, right? Thus generation of heat by electric current while passing through a conductor is an inevitable consequence. Inevitable means you cannot, omit it. It is obvious. This heating effect is used in many appliances like electric iron, heater, geyser, etc. Please learn this cause the definition also is important, okay, and the examples also. Fine, let us move further. Joule's law of heating. Now whatever effect we have discussed about, it is also known as Joule's heating, okay. And what does this law says, we are going to see in the upcoming slides, and this is extremely important, just like the series and parallel combination, okay. We know that the total work done by a current in a circuit is its electric energy. So to calculate the work done, let V be potential difference, I is the current, T is the time for which the current flows through the conductor, and Q will be the charge, right? All these things you are aware about. We know the definition of electric current, right? So I is equal to Q by T, that is Q is equal to I into T. We know the definition of work done also, potential difference also. According to that, V is equal to W by Q. Here we will get W, right? Now please, from here the derivation starts, so you have to start writing from here itself for 5 times, okay. From equation 1 and 2 we have to substitute the value of Q, right? So W is equal to VIT. According to Ohm's law, again V is equal to IR. From equation 3 and 4, for your convenience I have given you third and fourth equations here in the bracket itself. Now here we have to substitute the value of V in equation 3. So we will get W is equal to I square RT. From equation 3, I is equal to V upon R. That is, on substituting I in equation 5, we are going to get the new value for W, and that is going to be V square T by R, where W is work done, the SI unit is joule, potential difference, the unit is volt, time unit is seconds, and resistance is ohm. This is very important now, whatever we are going to discuss, right? In case the conductor is a heating appliance, so the energy W is converted into heat. Of course we know this, right? Electrical energy is getting converted into heat energy. That is why here W, that is whatever work done, is considered as heat, H. So we will get this, okay. This is very, very important. You have to understand the entire derivation, and you have to learn all the formulas. These are used in solving the problems, okay. Now we are going to state Joule's law of heating. The expression H is equal to I square RT is known as Joule's law of heating, which states that heat produced in a resistor, heat which is denoted as capital H, is directly proportional to the square of current I given to the resistor, directly proportional to the resistance R for a given current, and directly proportional to the time for which the current is flowing through the resistor, okay. This statement is very, very, very important, okay. It can be asked for 1 mark or maybe 3 marks along with derivation, okay. 3 mark derivation is asked, 1 mark statement can be asked, and 1 mark the other question can also be asked. So this way this question can also be asked for 5 marks, okay. It may be possible that along with derivation one simple sum has to be solved, okay. Let us move further. The electric heater having resistance equal to 5 ohm, capital R, is given. If it produces 180 joule of heat, H 180 joule in 1 second, that is time is given. Find the potential difference V across the heater. Now we know the formula, H is equal to I square RT, right? But here the current is not given, I is not given, but here what is given? Resistance is given, heat is given, and time is given. So let us see how to solve this. And what we have to find? We have to find V. Okay, so by using H is equal to I square RT, first we will find I. Okay, then we will use Ohm's law to find potential difference. Okay, see, first we will find I. After calculating, we will get 6 ampere. Then we will substitute the value in Beer and we will find the potential difference also. Okay, so today we will do only one sum and the derivation. Okay, because half of the theory related to same topic is left to teach, which we will cover in the next video, and that will end our lesson. Okay, so please write the definition of heating effect, Joule's law of heating, derivation, everything for 5 times, and solve the sum only one time. It is quite easy, so no issues with that. No other things has to be done today, only the derivation and one sum along with the definition. Okay, so that's all for today. Have a good day.